we'll be looking at the location and language targeting on a Google search campaign. For Google Ads, the location and language targeting is done on a campaign level. So say you are a hotel business and you want to serve different ads to people who are searching for your Osaka hotel versus your Tokyo hotel. You need to have two different location targeting. Similarly, if you're a restaurant chain that exists across multiple countries and you want to serve different promotion across different countries, then you need to have different campaigns because on Google Ads, the location is done on a campaign level. Alright, so let's get on to selecting the right location. And by default, they will give you the option to target United States and Canada or United States. You can also select all countries if you're doing a global campaign, or you can select a specific location. Say, as I mentioned earlier, let's say Japan. You can either target the whole country or their prefectures. For the countries, usually you can go down to city level. So let's say I'm looking for specific cities in Saitama, and then yeah, there are like cities to target. The granularity of the targeting depends on the countries. So in this case for Japan, the most granular is a city. But in Singapore, where the whole country is technically a city, you can go down to neighborhood level. You can even go down to a river level, like the housing around Singapore River. The granularity, as I mentioned, like it doesn't apply to all countries. So for example, in Bangkok, even though there are several different neighborhoods like Sukhumvit or Siam, it's still just Bangkok because that's the level that the country provide us to target. What if you really want to target just a specific neighborhood in a specific radius? Say you're a restaurant or you're a plumbing business near a specific location and you just want to serve people around like 1 kilometer to 2 kilometer radius around a specific location, because anything beyond that you might be venturing into competitor territory or it's not cost efficient, right, to service. So you can click advanced options, advanced search here, and you can still do like a specific country starting here, or you can do a radius starting here. So let's say let's find a good area to target. Let's say around here. Say you're a plumbing business that wants to service people around like maybe 4 kilometers around this area. Just go to a pin mode and then drop a pin here, or you can also search. But again, how you can search is depends on the granularity that it provides. So the easiest way is just drop the pin here, and then now you're targeting people around this area. Yeah, so you can select multiple ones as well, like I can target here or here and here. You can see all the targeting over here. Alright, in our use case, we will just do a United States. The next option is very important. So there are two different options in general. So there are people in or regularly in your targeted location, or people searching for your targeted location. The default option is both together, so people in or who shows interest in your targeted location. The recommended one is just people in or regularly in your targeted location. The next one, where you're targeting people searching for your location, is more useful for tourism or hospitality business, where for example in tourism, like if I'm looking to go to South Korea or Japan, right, when I'm planning the trip I'm not there yet, but I'm showing interest in the area. So hotels in the area wants to target me, but I'm not there yet. So their logical option is the third option, which is people searching. Or it could be the first one because the domestic tourism could be big in Japan also. So they will still want to show people in that general vicinity also. Exclude, the default option will suffice, which is people in your excluded location. Currently, there's no option to select exclusions now, but we can do that later. The next option is languages. Quite straightforward. So there are a few languages that you can target. This language is basically the user's browser language. So their user's language setting and the language of the site. In this case, language of the site is google.com. So it's irrelevant. So it's actually just the user language setting, which means their browser setting. If your location has a vast array of languages, for example, like I don't know, like Malaysia, where people speaks English, Chinese, Malay, Tamil, Hindi, or their native languages. So it makes sense to use like all languages, or in most cases English would be sufficient. Okay, so that's it for this video. Next we'll go through the audiences.